Today's video is packed with tons of Dollar Tree hacks that I know you're going to love. They're easy, they're quick, and I know that you can do them, so let's get to it. It's always so much fun to head on to my local Dollar Tree and start looking for some fun stickers or rub-on transfers, which is what we're working with today. They have so many selections and I just love them. I picked some of my favorites and we are going to start with this beautiful rounded wood piece from the Dollar Tree as well. We're going to tape the bottom portion as well as the top, and we're going to paint the middle in white. I am using Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white, and I am using a brush that is currently one of my favorites. I keep buying them because I just love them. I get them on Amazon, and I do have them on my Amazon store. I'm going to give it just one pretty good coat. Remove the tape. I'm going to dry it, speed it up here a little bit using my heat gun, and then we're going to tape the white portion. We're going to paint the top with the Bear chalk paint and the cream, the mint. It's a beautiful kind of like a minty green color. One coat was sufficient. We're going to dry. Then we're going to use the rub-on transfer. These are beautiful for $1.25. This has a very vintage, very feminine look. I love it. I'm going to fold it in half just to kind of find the middle, and then I'm going to cut it because we are going to transfer it onto the bottom of this wood round. These rub-on transfers are really easy to use. You just remove the back and then you place them where you want to place them. And then you just have to have something harder to be able to rub it on with. I am using this little, it's like a little tiny spatula from Cricut, but you can use anything. You can use a popsicle stick, whatever you may have. And I have found that it's always better to rub and pull. You see how I'm pulling with one hand, rubbing with the other one? Works really well that way. So just a little trick for you. Then we're just going to add the other piece right next to it and do the same thing. Just rub on and then kind of lift as I'm pulling, lift as I'm rubbing, and that'll work really well. Now, I didn't paint low enough with the white, so once I had to transfer it, I did have to put tape on it and then paint that little space there in between the transfer and the white paint just to make sure everything looks nice and even. And that's it. Just give it that one coat, make sure it was pretty covered, and then remove the tape. Once everything was dry, then it's time to start adding some of the words here. I'm just going to use this leftover decal from the Dollar Tree. You know I love my Dollar Tree decals. I'm going to cut off the ends, but we're going to reuse them here in just a quick second. This Believe has a more of a metallic pink color. I think it worked really well with the transfer because it did have that pink in it. I'm just going to place it right in the center, and then the leftover little wiggly lines, we're just going to place them one on the top, one on the bottom, just to kind of fill in some of that white spots. And it did really well. Once I had that place where I wanted, then it's time to place some jute string. This one I got, I think it was Dollar Tree. Yeah, they have this one with the white. They also have a red and white, and then they also have a blue and white. And I got them all, and this one worked really well for this one. And then we're just going to add some greenery, and we're going to hot glue it. This is from Walmart, and nothing fancy. We're just going to put greenery one to each side. And then in the center, I'm just going to place some pink flowers that I got at Dollar Tree, and they're just left over from another project. So I'm just going to cut them really close to the flower and then hot glue them to the center. And that's about it for this one. It's actually one of my favorites, which is probably why I placed it first, because I love the way it turned out. I think it's absolutely stunning. It's very bright, cheery, feminine, and that rub-on transfer, holy smokes, it's one of my favorites. So worth it for $1.25. If you enjoy DIY home decor, this is the channel for you. I post every single week, so make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit that notification bell so you do not miss any of the content. For the next Dollar Tree hack, I'm going to start with this craft paper. This is from one of those booklets that you can find at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. You can find them pretty much anywhere. I'm going to cut a piece here. We're going to make a greeting card. I made a greeting card not long ago using Dollar Tree stickers, and I thought it'd be fun to do one with a rub-on transfer. So I am going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to use another piece of the craft paper, but this time we're going to cut it smaller than the front of the greeting card, and we're going to flip it to the white side. Then this is another beautiful rub-on transfer from Dollar Tree. Holy smokes, it's beautiful. I love the colors, I love the style, and I'm just going to cut off the excess. We're going to save them for another project, maybe in the future, but that's how beautiful this is. You can cut it to the size you need and then save the parts that you're not going to use for another project. Really, really cool. All right, so I'm just going to place that on top. And once again, it's going to be as easy as just rubbing it. And then, of course, I'm going to do the whole lift and rub as I go because it just works really, really well. Friends, don't forget to visit my Etsy shop. I do have tons of decals there that you can use, and they're all shipping for free. So check it out. The link to my Etsy shop is down below. All right, so now it's time to add some glue to the back of the piece of paper. This is just to make sure that it adheres to the front of the card. And I'm just using this glue stick, but you can use any glue you have on hand. You can even use double-sided tape would work. So I'm just going to place it there, and then I am going to roll it just a little bit just to make sure that it's nicely adhered. Then I'm going to add a little bit of ribbon to the edges. So right where both papers meet, I just thought it needed a little something, and this ribbon came in a bundle from Michael's, and it's just beautiful. This is all I had with this design. Let me tell you, I did not even measure it, but I was praying I would have enough. And little did I know, it was actually perfect size. I was like, this never works like this. But yeah, I had maybe 3/4 of it, not even like a 1/4 of an inch left from the ribbon. Crazy. Anyways, a little bit of glue on the edge, placing the ribbon on top, very easy. These tiny little flowers are from a bundle that I got recently at Walmart. They're having some beautiful summer and spring florals, very inexpensive. Love, love, love these ones. And I'm just going to cut 2 of the smaller ones. And then this little leaf, I'm just going to cut a little smaller, and then I'm going to hot glue it right underneath the flowers. And this greeting art is absolutely stunning. Is another one of my favorites. My daughter actually gave it to her teacher for her last day of school, and it was just beautiful. Love it.
If you are enjoying this video so far, make sure you take a second and give me a thumbs up. A thumbs up really helps my channel grow, and it helps this video reach more people.
For the next Dollar Tree hack, we are going to start with this home wooden sign from the Dollar Tree. It was actually from their Valentine's Day decor, and I just had it left over, and I thought it would be pretty cool to do more like a springy everyday decor. I am going to paint it in pink, but first I did sand it down just a little bit because the edges were really frayed. So sand it down with my sanding block, and then using Rust-Oleum chalk paint in their pink tone, I'm just going to do the home portion, and I'm just going to do the front of it. I didn't do the sides at all. And of course, we're going to dry it, speed it up with my heat gun. Then this leftover rub-on transfer I recently used on this wooden home from Target Dollar Spot, and it was beautiful. I had some leftover that I saved, and I'm going to use them today, and we're going to do the heart. So we're not going to paint the heart. We're going to leave it in that natural wood tone, and then I'm going to use whatever I have left over, making sure that the colors are alternating very well. So I want to make sure I have those pinks there to kind of pull from the pink paint, and then of course some blues and other florals. I just think this is just a beautiful rub-on transfer. It's the only one I have left, but as soon as I see more, I am definitely going to buy it because it is beautiful and it's so easy and versatile to use. So again, just basically rubbing on, lifting the page, and then doing it as much or as little as you want. You can actually overlap them if you want to as well. All right, I'm going to grab some Waverly Antiquing Wax and a makeup sponge, and I'm just going to antique distress some of the corners and a little bit of here and there over the words. It's just going to add a little bit of mention and just grunge it up just a tiny bit, and this one turned out absolutely stunning. I can't choose. I like this one too, but look at that transfer with the color. It just looks so beautiful, so fresh. It is stunning. For the next Dollar Tree hack, I am going to make 2 bookmarks. Okay, so I know I made bookmarks recently also, but I've been on a bookmark kick, and I just love to give them away as gifts. And these rub-on transfers are so easy and so perfect for bookmarks. Okay, so I got a piece of scrap craft paper that I had. This floral one is just beautiful, and then this transfer is so cute and actually turned out to be a little translucent. So once I removed the plastic quiver, you can actually see some of the flower design from the craft paper, and it was perfect. So I just placed it after I cut the piece of scrap paper to the size of the width of a bookmark. I'm just going to transfer the rub-on transfer and then cut the excess from the top and then angle cut the corners. That way it looks more of a bookmark. Then I'm going to take some of this burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree and I'm just going to cut a piece of it, fold it in half, and hot glue it to the back of the bookmark. And then because I just want it to be a little bit more secure and have a little bit more finished look, I'm going to grab another little piece from that floral craft paper and we're going to cut a piece that's going to fit in the back and we're going to hot glue it to the back. And this is just going to finish it off. It's just going to make it look more professional, cleaner. And then it did have tiny little corners that needed to be cut. So I just cut those. No big deal. And this bookmark turned out absolutely beautiful. But we're going to make another one because this other rub-on transfer is so beautiful too. This one has a black and white look. And I thought this other piece of scrap paper or craft paper is so beautiful with the black and the white. Once again, really easy, rub on, lift as you go. This one wasn't as translucent, but you can still see some throughness a little bit. Again, I'm going to cut it as a bookmark, angle the edges, and then we're going to use a black ribbon for this one. It's a little thinner. Cut a piece, fold it in half. Once again, we're just going to hot glue it to the back. And then we are going to cover it with another little piece of scrap paper. This is again just to make sure it looks finished. And look how beautiful these bookmarks look. I love them. I love making them because it's such a versatile gift you can give to anyone. And who doesn't read? I love it. For the next Dollar Tree hack, I'm going to take these 3 little vases from the Target dollar spot. They were $3 for the bundle. Great deal. I actually thought they were matte, and they turned out to have this little glossy finish to them, which was fine. I got this rub-on transfer because they were so versatile. I love all the designs, and they have that long stripe kind of look. I'm going to cut one of them, and I'm going to place it on the bottom of the larger vase. And these rub-on transfers stuck really well. There's like no forgiving with this one. Once it's stuck, it's stuck. So just be careful when you are placing them on a shiny surface like this because they really stuck really well. There was no like rubbing needed. It literally is like a sticker. I placed it and pulled off the backing and it stuck. Like it was that quick. So for the medium sized one, I placed it on the top, a different design. And then for the smaller, more circular round one, I'm going to cut these thinner ones and I'm just going to place them going instead of horizontally, going vertically. I thought that would be fun to do. So I'm going to cut them in strips that are fitting to the size of the vase. And I'm just going to place them, 4 of them actually, evenly separated. And again, it was really easy. It was a matter of placing them on, rubbing it just a little bit, and then removing it. And look how cute that looks. I did that 3 more times. And these little vases, again, they were $3 for the bundle. So inexpensive. But what I love is that you can use them as a bundle, like I did, and you're going to see in the picture in just a minute. But you can also use them separately anywhere in the house, but still cohesive, and I think it looks really cute. You can also paint them a different color if you want, and then put the transfers on top. I think they're very versatile, but beautiful. Anyways, I'm going to add some of these daisies right on the vases. I think it's going to look really cute and very summery, perfect for summer. We're just going to place a little bundle on each, and that's it for this one. Another beautiful one. This one was so easy. Oh, I can't believe it. I mean, it didn't even need to be rubbed on. It was just so easy. Love it. You're going to have to let me know which one is your favorite. I still have to choose this one as my favorite. And then second, the greeting card. I just love those colors. I love the transfers. They're so beautiful, but I love them all. But let me know which one is your favorite in the comments. If you are visiting for the first time, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it inspires you to create your own home decor. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I am going to have a playlist here and another video with tons more of inspiration for you. All you have to do is click on one of these 2 thumbnails to get a ton more of inspiration. Check them out. I'll see you later. Have a blessed day. Bye.